Welcome back. Christmas is literally just next week, and it's a very popular time for lots of good food and some drinks. But not all of these food and drink options are good for us. Gabrielle Haskell is a clinical dietitian at the OSF Cancer Institute with some good tips and recipes that we can try. Good morning, Gabby.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure to have you this morning. So let's start with some options that we might see at, the holiday dinners. Why are these options possibly bad for us, and what are some good alternatives?
Yeah, so with Christmas and New Year's coming up, lots of holiday parties, and oftentimes at these holiday parties, they're going to be filled with processed meats and alcohol. So processed meats you might see are pepperoni, summer sausage on a charcuterie board, prosciutto, anything wrapped in bacon, the little smoky sausages. And those foods can increase our risk for cancer. You also might see a lot of alcohol at holiday parties, and alcohol as well can increase our risk for cancer.
So maybe we should just steer away from the alcohol a little bit?
I would say try to reduce your consumption as much as possible and opt for plant-based alternatives and mocktails instead.
Okay, and you brought in some healthy drink alternatives for alcohol, and it's a mocktail.
Yes.
So could you just explain to us about this little mocktail that you're creating?
Yes. So this is going to be a cranberry lime mocktail, and I figured we could mix it up together.
Yeah.
So the ingredients are going to be a lime sparkling water. We have some cranberry juice, and with this juice, you want to make sure that you're looking for 100% fruit juice versus cocktail, because the cocktail will have the added sugars in it.
Right, and we don't need that.
Yes. Yeah, we're trying to reduce the added sugars as much as possible. Then we have some fresh cranberries. Those are going to add some fiber and some color, and then some lime as well.
Okay. Can we see how you
let's mix it up. Okay. So I'll have you pour it about half full with the, this is a bubbly drink.
Okay. Half full.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And then the next thing that we'll do is we'll add in the cranberry juice, and you can really kind of,
cup?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You can add as much or as little as you want, but I like to do about a half and half ratio.
Is that
perfect?
Cool? Okay.
Yep. And then just give it a little mix.
Awesome.
And then we'll pour in some fresh cranberries in here. So these cranberries are an excellent source of antioxidants, which can help our body to fight cancer.
Okay, good.
And it also has some fiber, which is super important because over 90% of Americans aren't meeting fiber guidelines.
Right. So how much fiber are in these, do you know?
The drink exactly, I'm not sure. I would say maybe around 2 to 3 grams or so, which is better than alcohol that has practically none. So then what we'll do is we'll put some fresh lime juice in here.
Nice.
And squeeze that up, and then I'll have you give it another stir.
Awesome. You have to add the garnishing.
Yes, gotta make it cute. And then we'll add the little lime right there.
And it looks just like a cocktail, you guys, but it's a healthier version with no alcohol.
Yes, none at all.
So charcuterie boards are quite the hit for many holiday parties. But what are some healthier options for charcuterie?
Yes, so I like to do what's called a plant-based charcuterie board. So we're adding lots of fruits and vegetables, which is something you typically don't see with charcuterie board. I still like to keep the cheese and the nuts on there because those are an excellent source of protein. And the cheese also has vitamin D and calcium, which can help to prevent colorectal cancer. So really, we're just adding more protein, more whole grains, more fruits and veggies, and taking out those processed meats.
Okay, so nothing on this board is processed?
No, processed meat-wise.
Okay, cool.
Yep, processed meat-wise.
So I do have a question. So I am currently on a keto diet. So I want to know, is this charcuterie board a healthy, friendly keto option? Absolutely.
So a lot of times with keto, saturated fat intake can be higher, and we definitely want to reduce that because saturated fats aren't as good for our heart. So this board here has lots of monounsaturated fats from the hummus and the guacamole, which is excellent for your heart. And then adding lots of good fruits and vegetables. So I really love to see the fruits and vegetables added to make your diet as balanced as possible.
Okay, and would you prefer organic fruits for the charcuterie?
Actually, you can just use regular store-bought fruits. Organic is not necessarily healthier. They're all going to have the same vitamins and minerals in them. Organic can often be a lot more expensive, too. So that's really an option that you can kind of make.
Nice. Well, I hope you guys take some notes for the holidays. These are all healthy and fulfilling options. And we will share this entire interview with you on our website at 25newsnow.com. Gabby, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.